We've reported on various plans and ideas surrounding the future of downtown Duluth's public library. Former Mayor Emily Larson proposed turning it into a multi-purpose community center, and current Mayor Roger Reinert says the building needs an upgrade. While plans remain uncertain, the Duluth Library Foundation is looking for some love. Northern News Now's Isabella Zadra explains.
The Duluth Library Foundation is a nonprofit that helps raise funds for additional programming in Duluth's libraries. Now they're asking for community's help in spreading the love for their 35th anniversary. The foundation has invited people to participate in their Love is All Around the Library program, writing notes and love letters about what the library means to them.
This was just like such a special place for our family to visit on Saturdays.
Megan Keoghan recalls her own memories of the Duluth Library, and she's not the only one.
I've actually seen so much about like what an important place the library is to people. Like this might be the only place that they feel that warm welcome. So here we have one of our locations.
However, these letters are just a small part of a bigger message. After the collection, they'll be compiled onto a banner being displayed during Duluth and St. Louis County's Days at the State Capitol.
We're going down to the Capitol to showcase the library and better understand, what's the path forward for securing state funds.
Erin Krieger is the executive director of the foundation and clarified they are not asking for funds at this time, but hope, just like any book's table of contents, these notes will guide them.
We really want to share the love with the legislators and remind them how important public libraries are to communities.
These are the cards community members are being asked to use to write their love letters to the library.
We have distributed close to 6,000 Valentine cards.
And Keoghan said another trip to the printer will be needed soon. In Duluth, Isabella Zadra, Northern News Now.
And the library is going to be collecting those notes until February 10th. Volunteers helped craft the 75 Valentine's Day boxes placed all over the community where people can drop off those letters. A full list of locations can be found on our website. Another school